There's a thin line between desperation and determination. A desperate person wants to succeed. A determined person also wants to succeed. The only difference, however, is their attitude. Back in the days, Nollywood movies were so boring, most of them, and very predictable. The storylines were almost the same all the time. Then came a woman who changed everything, who gave Nollywood a new twist. She became the box office queen in no time. But this same woman was the one who most directors, Nollywood directors, would tell her things like, she's not good enough. This same woman was the woman who wasn't getting enough roles. This same woman was the woman who they said wasn't beautiful enough, would never make a good actress. But today, this woman is the box office queen, a billionaire. She has completely changed how we Nigerians look at Nollywood. Let me tell you the story of Funke Akindele. Our story begins at Ikorodu, 1977. Funke is born into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Akindele. Her father of the time is a school principal while her mother is a medical doctor. So it's safe to say Funke was born with a silver spoon. Now back in the days, people in this socio-economic group were considered rich people. Funke was born as an ajebota. They never lacked anything. They just had the normal life where they were catered for. They didn't have to struggle on the street and all of that. Growing up, her parents noticed something different about her. She's weird, she's crazy, she's stubborn, she's rebellious. Unlike the typical Ajebo child that is a yes man, Funke was anything but that. She wanted her way, she wanted to do her own things. She didn't want to conform to a certain way of life.
As I was very notorious, I was very rebellious growing up.
Funke started noticing her creative side while in secondary school. She attended a secondary school where her father is the school principal. Now, as expected, the principal's daughter is supposed to be the smartest, the most intelligent, best student, most disciplined, taking home all gift prizes and all of that. But Funke was anything but any of those stuff. She was playful, she was creative, and worst of all, instead of being where the best students are, she was there with dancers and entertainers, dancing Igbo dance and all of that. So her father liked her, obviously, but he wasn't exactly happy with the choices she was making.
My dad just wanted me to go to law school, be a lawyer, blah, 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 and I actually studied law because
he felt that his daughter should take her academics more seriously, get a good job, and live a normal life. Well, Funke didn't want to live a normal life. She just figured out that this was her passion, this was her talent. So this was what she wanted to do. Now they went back and forth until the father said, you know what, do your stuff, okay? But just try and bring home good grades, please, Funke. And Funke was like, oh daddy, I'm going to do my best. Now, fast forward to when she graduated from secondary school, she got admission to study mass comm at Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. While at the Polytechnic, Funke was taking jobs here and there, small gigs. They'll call her, hey, can you act this role? She'll come and act and all of that, get small change, and that was it. But for her, it wasn't necessarily about the money, it was the passion. She loved it.
Talent was just too much. I had a purpose. I identified the purpose.
She had a dream, a goal, and a plan. She wanted to turn this to a full career, and she wanted to be on the big screen. But there was a big challenge. As a kid, you can do it for fun and all of that. But as an adult, bills have to be paid, clothes have to be bought, small expenses have to be sorted out. So since this is taking her time, she needed to balance it up. She should be bringing money to the table as well. As much as she was ambitious, passionate, and all of that, she had a big challenge, the no's.
I was getting a lot of no's.
The no's just kept on coming. She would walk long distances, trek, go for auditions and all of that, but people kept on telling her no. Some people were kind enough to tell her, you are good, you got all these things, but this is not just what we are looking for in the moment, so go find something else. While others were like, no, you're not beautiful enough. You don't get nyash, you don't get breast, your skin no yellow, and all of that. So the criticism was just too much, and at some point she would break down and cry.
I cried. Mucus all over. I was crying. I was coughing.
Her father didn't understand this. He wanted her to have a normal life. But her mother, who was in the creative space, who understood arts and creativity, would keep on encouraging her and be like, Rome was not built today. Get up! Kept on encouraging her until 1998, UNFP, United Nations Population Fund, is running a TV series called I Need to Know. It was at that point that Funke got her big break. She got a phone call, hey, are you ready? Can you act this role? And the role they gave her was a major role, busy. At that point, it was as if heaven's doors had opened to Funke and she was the next big thing. She performed so well, people loved her and she became famous. In the moment, her dreams to be on the big screen and be the next big thing came to reality. She was there, she was happy and all of that. But 4 years went by really fast. It's 2002 and the show has come to an end. Funke is there feeling like, oh, I've arrived. They now see me. So she's at the peak of her career, at a very young age for that matter. She felt like from there, it's just going to move smoothly to the other side. So, I wish that was the case.
So after I Need to Know, what next? Oh, she's going to be a major star. She's going to make it. Oh, she's big. This, that. Duh. After I Need to Know, no more roles. You see? No more. I went from down. Went back to attending auditions. Went back to lobbying. Went back to calling people. Or waiting for knocking on doors. But none opened.
And she's like, what's going on? I performed, I gave it my best shot. Everybody was praising me for the roles. Why am I not getting roles? What is happening? Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, and the time is really going. Well, how long will she have to wonder? She gets up, does her feet, and is about to start hunting for roles. Around, she's actually getting roles, Waka Pass roles, and then she's getting to say 2 lines in a movie, which is as good as nothing, if you ask me. At this point, she has 2 options: to either take her education more seriously, graduate from college, get a safe 9 to 5, and live a normal life, or pursue a career that is capital intensive. She has no qualifications in other than her talent, which might still not be enough, and is very uncertain if she's going to win or lose. She's not going to give up on her dreams, so she goes to start acting in Yoruba film. Apparently, Yoruba films welcome her. She's getting major roles in the Yoruba film industry, but the problem is, you're just going to be known within a certain ethnic group. You're not going to be known globally. So she's not satisfied with this kind of growth. After that, she becomes a household name in Yoruba films. People know her, Yoruba people celebrate her, but other people aside Yoruba people don't know her. And that's a problem. Although she's doing well, the desire to express her creativity still burns in her. She still wants her story to be heard. She still wants her creativity to be seen. And she makes a decision that might not really go well.
Just can't give up now. I've come too far.
It's 2008 and the movie showing on MTA, AIT, Silverbird, all of that, in almost every Nigerian home is Jenifa. A story of a village girl who goes to the city and is trying to blend into city life. It's extremely hilarious, and just like that, people fell in love with the character, fell in love with the storyline, and guess who produced that movie? Funke Akindele. That's right. A light bulb goes on in her head. She's like, you know what? I'm going to turn this to a series. And it bettered a series like no other. Jenifa. Permit me to chip in and tell you a short story. Back in the days, if I missed one episode of Jenifa's Diary, I am going to watch it again. I will want to tweet. You understand? So Jenifa's Diary came in. It was something fresh. It was something new. The characters were amazing. The storyline was amazing, and it was extremely funny. If you watched Jenifa's Diary and you didn't laugh, then you have bigger problems that nobody can solve. So yeah, it was so funny and we loved it. And then the rest, they say, is history. Doors started opening for her, things started falling in good places for her.
It came on air. Everybody loved Jenifa's Diary. Boom. Iroko TV came. May God bless Jason and Mary Remy Njoko. They came on board and they bought Jenifa's Diary thousands of dollars per episode. And that was the turning point for this brand.
Before you know, Funke became a full-time producer. She has gone on to produce so many blockbuster amazing movies. Funke is someone who has earned the title of #1 box office queen in Nigeria.
Proudest moment when I'm being mentioned, Funke Akindele, highest grossing filmmaker in West Africa from Nigeria. The fact that I'm repping my country positively out there globally, it's a good one for me.
Funke has gone on to become one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in Nigeria and West Africa. She has produced 4 highest grossing films, Nollywood films of all time. Tripod Judah, Everybody Loves Jenifa, Mogeto the Saga, and Battle on Booker Street. And she has not just stopped there. She has gone on to become a politician. At one time in her life, she has gone on to open charities, donate, give back to the society, have classes, empower women. The list goes on. I was just telling these stories for the sake of storytelling, but to me it's more than just that. Now these days, what you notice is fast growth. These days, you just see somebody from nowhere becoming this big person, and you're wondering, what is happening? But in as much as having fast growth is amazing, I still think that having to grow to something, having to grow into something is the best. When I'm praying, I don't pray to God to give me fast growth. I pray to God to take me through the process. The process can be difficult, it can be depressing, the process can be sometimes annoying, and it can look like God is punishing. Finally, I find Funke's journey extremely inspiring. If you want to be inspired, you see that Funke had to grow to become this person. And in as much as she's at the top, in as much as she has had success and all these big things now, she knows how to maintain it.